What up, people? It's Nickopz here, and today I'm going to be talking about Tekken's Online. Now, I'm going to just cut straight to the chase. Tekken has the worst, and I mean the worst overall online experience that I have ever had in any fighting game. Now, to make myself even more clear, this is not me talking about Tekken as a game in terms of its gameplay. This is me solely talking about Tekken's Online. That's it. And everything having to do with their online, which is gameplay as well, but I'm not talking about the gameplay. That's why I'm making that very clear, because I know I'm still going to get that one idiot in the comment. Oh, Tekken is good, this, that, and the other. You just hating. No, I'm just talking about the everything having to do with playing online in this game. So to get back into it, Tekken's Online. Everything's so bad I don't even know where to start. So first of all, we're just gonna start with playing people. Tekken has a huge rage quitting problem right now that they are not doing nothing about. They're not doing anything about it. I mean, they're doing something about it, but it's not good enough. So in hindsight, they're not really doing anything because their plan to fix it is not good. Their plan to fix dealing with rage quitters is to simply add, they're like, well, you can go report them, go find their name in the leaderboards or whatever, look for them, report them, and then, report them in, like, on your respected system. Like, if you're on PC, you go report their Steam, and if you're on anything else, go report that. It's just a lot, and that shouldn't be the case. Like, yes, reporting is good for dealing with actual people that are blatantly cheating in the game, and rage quitting is cheating, but it isn't something that should take that much to handle. It's 2024, and there are so many options that plenty of games that have way less resources than Tekken have found a way to deal with people that are rage quitting. And let me tell you what it is. You just make it not good for them to rage quit. That's it. Rage quitting in Tekken now, there's almost like no reason to do it. You don't lose any points. The other person doesn't lose anything either. So there's literally no reason for a rage quitter not to just turn off their game when they're about to lose. And that is ridiculous. It's not hard to fix the problem. When somebody when somebody disconnects, when somebody rage quits, the person that left should lose points. Voila. There you go. That is the big way to fix rage quitting. It's not hard. It's not even that deep. Take their points away. And then you're going to have some people that make the argument, well, you can't take their points away. You can't take their points away if they actually disconnect. What if they actually disconnect? Oh, well, fix your internet. Get better internet. You're playing a fighting game. Anyway, if you're dealing with a lot of disconnection problems, then you shouldn't be playing fighting games and you shouldn't be playing online until you fix your freaking internet. So nobody wants to hear that OS. If they disconnect naturally, then the person who caused the disconnect should lose the points. It's not rocket science. We shouldn't have to go to the leaderboards, go find their names, scroll down, report them, then go to another thing, report them on there. That's too much. Just take their freaking points so they'll stop. It's not hard. And I don't get why they are making it so, they're acting like it's rocket science. Take their points and they won't quit anymore. And if they do quit, it'll hurt them. It's not even about giving the other person the points when they rage quit, because I feel like that might be what they're trying to implement. I'm hoping that's what they're trying to implement. That's why it's taking so long. But that's not even a big deal, because if you take the other person's points, yes, it'll screw the person over that should have won, but it'll still stop most quitting. The reason why they quit is because they don't lose anything. So that's just my take on that. Just literally take their points. That's it. It's easy. I don't know why this game is making it rocket science. The other thing that's bad about the online system, to get it out the way, is the servers. The servers are just terrible. And I know that Tekken is infamous for having very bad servers and very bad online play, but you would think, like I said, in 2024 that that is fixed now. There's so many options for fighting games to have good connection and how to, there's a lot of ways they can make their servers good. Literally, Mortal Kombat like used to have very very bad internet, and MK10 they literally released a beta for new internet and built their internet from the ground up, built their netcode for the game from the ground up. This is probably what Tekken needs to do too, because their internet is a joke. Like their servers, I keep saying internet, but their servers are a joke. You can literally run into somebody with 4 or 5 bars and it'll just lie to you. They will be laggy, the MS will be high, and it's just overall not a good experience. And then a lot of people like to say, well, oh, well, if you're both wired, it's good. No, some people still be very laggy, and then you're just stuck there dealing with it, and it's very annoying. It's funny how we're dealing with a rage quitting problem, but when you're fighting somebody who has a terrible connection, you got to sit there and deal with it. It won't put you out of the match then. It's just annoying. When it gets to a certain threshold of lagginess in the match, then they should just, stop the match. Or like Street Fighter does, when the match is way too laggy, it gives you an option to, be like, well, you both can forfeit the match if you don't want to play it. Which I think they should do it better too, because both people have to vote. But this game needs to do more when it comes to dealing with the terrible service. It's just bad. So you got to deal with the rage quitters, and then you got to deal with the people with terrible internet too. And of course, if both people have good internet, then the connection is going to be fine for the most part. There's nothing wrong with that, but you shouldn't have, you as a person with a good internet connection should not have to deal with the people with bad internet connections at all. And you would think that the, search for the people with 4 or 5, that would be good enough to deal with it, but it's simply not. So again, that raises a problem with the game, because that's the one OS people like to say, where, oh, you fight two people fighting with good connections, it'll be fine. Like, that's just not the case all the time, because sometimes the connection just doesn't get it right. So the connection parameters just don't get it right. So then you're dealing with that too. So that's two things. So the rage quitters, and then you got the fact that the connection in the game is just not good. It's like only decent when both people have really really good connections. And then you got the last part, and this is probably the biggest part, because I can forgive the rage quit, and I can forgive them, not doing nothing about that. I know a lot of people can't, but I personally can, be like whatever about that. And I know that's a big thing to say. I know it needs to be fixed, but me personally, I'm just like whatever about it. A lot of people do it, but it's not really fair for people to have to deal with. But I can personally be like, you know what? If they don't want to fix it, it's whatever. At least I can still play the game, the bare minimum. And I can even forgive the whole fact that I literally have fiber optic internet. My internet is very good, and I have to deal with a lot of these players that have really bad internet. I can deal with that. But one thing that's absolutely unforgivable and grotesque and disgusting about this game, and it's the main thing, is the freaking rank system. The rank system for this game is the worst. No, 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 no. No, I was gonna say the second worst because Combat League and MK11, but no, it is actually number one, the worst ranking system I have ever seen. The ranking system is literally random. It is random. It is so freaking bad. There is not even like an OS for it. I'm gonna put a video in the comments or the description below of this creator who breaks down just how bad the online is. Of course, wait to finish the video before you watch it. The online system literally is just one of the most terrible random things I've seen. Another thing, they're acting like it's rocket scientists. They're acting like it's rocket science. This is how it should go, okay? Let me tell you how to do your job, Tekken devs. This is how it should go. When you beat the person that has more points than you, you should get more points because you beat a person with more points than you. Make sense? When you beat a person with less points than you, you should get less points. There you go. There you go, Tekken. I did your job for you again. It's not hard. Why do you get less points when you beat better players and random points when you beat somebody who's like lower skill level? And when I say random, it's literally random. There's a system in the game to where you can literally lose just a chunk of points at a time and nobody knows the explanation for it. And when you're in the blue ranks, and a lot of people don't know this as well, when you get to the blue ranks and everything, you can end up losing 1,000 points just randomly for losing 1,000. Like, why? It makes no sense. They need to do something about that. Like, it's just a terrible ranking system. You lose more when you fight somebody who's a higher rank than you, and you gain a random amount when you fight somebody who's lesser. It's just bad. It's a bad system. And I don't see how anybody can even defend that. It's just terrible. And then when you're about to have a rank up match, you get way more points than if you would have got there. Like, let's say you are about to go up a rank. You're going to get points that is going to shoot you just straight to the middle of the rank. Now, if you then go on like, you know, a losing streak or something like that, it's literally more beneficial to de-rank yourself just to get into that promotion match again so you can get your points back. So it's literally optimal sometimes to lose so you can get more points. That is a terrible, terrible ranking system, and easily the worst ranking system I've ever seen in any game. I don't even know their logic behind it, and it's just bad. You can't defend it. And if there are some people that are coming in the comments trying to defend Tekken, you may be able to defend the second, you know, opinion I had. I went in order. I was talking about when we break it down, when we started the video, I was talking about the first annoying thing about the online, and that's the rage quitters. And then I started talking about the online, like gameplay, not the gameplay. I started talking about the online, you know, matches. And then I started talking about the final thing we got into on the video. We were talking about the biggest problem in the game, the ranked system and rank system points distribution. And if you defend the second thing, I get that, but defending the third thing or the first thing, there's just no way you can defend it. You shouldn't lose more points from losing to somebody that has more points than you. It makes no sense, and it's very bad. And that's all I have to really say about that. So the Tekken online system is complete garbage, and I know a lot of people like to defend Tekken on every little thing, even when Tekken is blatantly wrong. And on all these three topics, Tekken is blatantly wrong. The connection overall in the game is not good. The rage quitting is the problem. And the rank distribution is not good. All of these are things that need to be addressed. It's not good, and they need to do something about it. If you defend that, I don't know what to tell you at all. But that's just my take on it. Everything having to do with Tekken's online is absolute garbage, and this is not me talking about the game at all. So let me know what you think that they could do to fix all these problems in the comments below. I gave my take on everything that I think they can fix, and I hope you all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and Nickopz out.